best on her over the best AMC, I think. Even with the hard CC though, I don't feel like you can I don't feel like you can box AMC ever. Actually, let's go Thoth. Yeah, I think I want the mana. I don't think you can box AMC even with the hard CC. Let's go Med. I don't know, I don't think it should be thinking about the best in the world when they're doing tier lists, because generally more you're fighting average players in GM, not the best in the world. But the only way to ever compare skill levels of a god is to compare people at the highest level, because they are the closest in skill level. And as the skill level difference gets closer, the god pick matters more.
Minions have spawned.
As the skill level of the opponent. That was really fast movement. Was that not really fast movement? Did I miss the tier list? No, we're actively doing it throughout this entire day. We're actively doing it throughout this entire day, so I will be asking people their opinions. I will be asking people their opinions throughout the day. If you guys see something you don't like where they are, even if I'm no longer talking about them, feel free to ask. So that means you think Anher's peak is lower than AMC's? That means I think if I were to take Shinigami, right? If I were to take Shinigami's AMC versus Shinigami's Anher, I think AMC is going to win more. And I think even though people think that Anher is going to have more struggle or less struggles with melee characters, I feel like AMC's DPS. Well, actually, he did take that ult on duration. That might keep him down in S. But that ult cooldown is still like 30 seconds, bro, and that wins fights. Press play to regrowth? Yeah, we'll be running regrowth here. Shinigami definitely raised on AMC higher. Well, like, in my brain, right? In my brain, there has to be a reason that I always ban AMC, but I don't always ban on her. What? Okay. Okay. So I plucked it, but it didn't go anywhere because he was in the way, but then his auto still... No. Damn, bro, come on.
Bad move. wise guy.
See, because, like, the thing against on her is, like, if I were to have Bologna, what you do is, like, you engage on him, he can't fight you, he jumps, you ult on top of him, pop thorns, and he just dies, right? And I guess you could say the same thing for, like, AMC, but the issue is that it's just, like, constant slows versus constant movement speed with better attack speed, more DPS, and ult that's never off cooldown, and you just can't box it. I still feel like I give AMC the nod here. I don't think I take AMC out of SS. I feel like when I see bans and I see people leave open on her, they leave on her open, like the top people leave on her open way more than they leave AMC open. Well, it's not about bad games. I can't compare bad games and stuff like that. I have to compare the top people versus the top people, because the top people are going to show what that god can do. Like, so I have to say if it was the best AMC versus the best on her, and that's how I have to describe it. Or that's how I have to think about it. That's the fairest. Yeah, it doesn't matter if he's easier to play, though. It still can't matter. That's not how you can do a tier list. Tier list has to be the character on its own, not the player, not how easy it is to play. I'm talking about if two people mastered those gods, right? If two people absolutely mastered those gods and play them absolutely perfectly, who is going to win more often than the other person? And then that decides where they're going to rank.
An offer I can't refuse.
Keep in mind this is a dual tier list. Keep in mind this is a dual tier list. This will not include anything other than dual. Thank you again. So just before you guys ever give me any argument for anything, this will not include anything other than dual. This is a dual tier list. So what is the argument? That on her is SS? Because I don't think I can put him up in SS. So the argument isn't who's better here, so much as, are you saying AMC isn't SS, or are you saying that on her is? Because I don't think I can put on her in SS. Because that's where, like, Ullr's gonna be. Keep in mind, though... Yo, Demonifying, thank you for the sub, bro. Keep in mind, I will not be doing within... I will not be doing within tier ranking. So it's not going to be like, this is the best S, and then it's going to go in order. It's just, are they S, are they SS, or are they A? I'm not going to be taking the time to put like all of the S's in order on who's best. That just gets way too complicated. Because then we'll be moving people around like 600 times. Tier ranking, open the door, all sorts of arguing. There won't be arguing, we're debating. You have to, just keep in mind, you have to basically be a shoe-in win for being an SS on my tier list. You have to be like, you're not going to lose to an S character type character. Not just counter matchups. You have to be, if you want to be an SS on a tier list, you have to be the other, you have to beat, so if you're SS, you have to beat all of the S's consistently. Or at least like, 99% of the S's consistently to have SS on my tier list.
And call me impressed.
Like, for instance, some people put Bologna in their SS. I don't, because Bologna has some dog shit matchups on the mage side. She can beat some of the SS's, or she can beat some of the S's, but she loses to, did I not get a polygon? She loses to some mages.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Fenrir might be S now, honestly. Completely honest, Fenrir might be S now. Yeah, global 1, yeah. Fenrir might be S. I don't think see. So here's the thing. Here's where the argument you have to make, like when you're saying this. Is he definitely not A? Like he's definitely not an A tier? Maybe. He's definitely not SS. So is Fenrir S or A? I can always pretty much easily narrow it down to two things. Remember, I don't care about in general. So just forewarning people if they keep like making the statements like, well, in general, I don't care about in general. This is specifically for Duel. In general means nothing to me. So I literally do not care how they do in other modes. I'm agreeing with Fenrir being us in Duel. Oh, I know. I'm just saying people keep making the statement like in general, but in general doesn't mean anything to me. Arthur?
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix.
I don't know if I'm gonna do in-tier rankings. I don't know if that is feasible or if it's worth the time. I don't know if it's feasible or worth the time. In-tier rankings, like, because it's hard, because it's like Bologna's gonna be an S, but she'll lose to some of the A mages, right? So does that bring her down? But she can also possibly beat some of the SS hunters. When you start trying to do in-tier rankings, I feel like you're just mudding up the amount of info you're trying to provide in a tier list. It's like just too much info there. It's like, well, Bologna can beat, you know, on her, and she can even beat Uller sometimes, right? She can beat all the hunters, but yet she loses to Morgan Le Fay. She loses to Hades, you know, sometimes.